Yo, what's good, everyone? Let me just make sure everything's running right. We should be live though. For anyone in the chat, just let me know if you can hear me okay. And if you can see me okay. What's good? What's good? We'll give it a few minutes. This was like a last minute decision really to go live, so we'll give it a few minutes, wait for some people to join, and then we'll get into some cooking up. Check the description, bro. Sounds good? Alright, cool. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Young DWAG, what's good, man? It's been a long time. I've been dropping a lot of tutorials still. Tutorials every week, so there'll be loads for you to catch up on. In fact, I dropped 2 this week. Discord's in the description, bro. Just where it says submit loops. Appreciate you, man. Provision, thank you, man. Yeah, I love that Drake beat. Sometimes I film tutorials and then when I put them out, I think, man, I don't know if I'm feeling the beat. I don't know if people are going to like it. But that was one of those tutorials where I was filming it and just feeling that beat myself. So I was like, nah, people have to like this one. Luan, what's good? Lorax. If you can't see the loop channel, it might be because you haven't assigned yourself a role. So when you go into Discord, if you're new to it, you'll have to go to the rules and info section. Just react that. And then I think the verify section. And then it helps if you assign a role as well. You'll see it at the top in the important information part. Just select your role. So select yourself as a producer and then agree to the rules and shit. And then you should see all the other rooms there. Bossman Delo tutorial. Yeah, that could be a shout. I never know what to make anymore, man, because I make so many different things. Like for a while it was just drill tutorials all the time. But I feel like it doesn't have the same impact anymore. Like not as many people are making drill. Which is good and bad because people are experimenting with other stuff. But at the same time it's kind of fun going through that time where it was just going crazy. Milky, what's good, man? Much love. Urge it? If that's how you say it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yo, lifestyle. What's good, bro? I was just saying I can't believe it was January since I saw you last. We had Larry O on the podcast. We were just saying this year's gone quick. Or it's going quick. Yeah, I don't know what we're cooking up today. Depends what loops you guys have sent. I've got like no idea. I'm not starting this to just cook up drill, trap or anything. I just want to see what loops you guys send. The first one that inspires me, we'll get cooking up. So we'll see. It all depends. All depends on the vibe. Afro, I haven't actually cooked up Afro in a long time. Unless it's Afro drill. Lifestyle, you need to make the UK trip, man. Just sat chilling, letting everyone come to you. Nah, I'm playing, but get yourself to the UK. You need to do that tour. Yeah, I've been making some boom bap as well. Some like underground Griselda shit. Man, each week is just different. I'll be cooking up drill, then some underground boom bap, then some trap, then some other shit. It's just whatever I feel like making. A lot of hood trap at the moment as well. Queen B, it's good to see you. We'll start cooking in a minute. Just letting everyone join. Yeah, I don't blame you though, lifestyle. That West Coast weather, the LA weather. I mean, you can't tell, but it's sunny as shit right here today. But I'm a producer, man, so I've got the curtain shut. Not seeing any of that sun. Kings 4. It's good to know you're getting into it. Should try to do a wavy trap beat soon. Yeah, for real. I was speaking to Quincy Tellum, who was saying we should do another session. He's the guy for wavy stuff, so we'll try and make that happen. Yeah, definitely some beat battles soon. I tried to do one in my Discord recently, but I didn't really push it. So if you guys want to join the Discord, there will be a beat battle soon. Yeah, man, it's kind of hot today, you know. Well, hot for us anyway. Let me see what it's saying. 24 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's nice. Nice over here. Sun's out. Feels warm, so I can't complain. O&B, what's good, man? Good to see you again. Yeah, drill's changed a lot. It's weird. Not many people are putting out just like standard drill tracks. Apart from me and Carnes, we just dropped another one yesterday with Do Road. KY Triple X, what's good, bro? Yeah, to be honest, I just pick loops depending on what inspires me. I'm not looking for anything in particular today. I just thought I'll click through some. The first one that interests me. Usually when I listen to loops, I'm just imagining the drum pattern and seeing where it could go. Or just something that sounds cool. So we could have a listen now. I need to make sure the audio's on as well. By the way, I'm going to announce it on Tuesday, but I've got an early 2000s bundle dropping at the end of this month. Been working on loads of loops for that. When I dropped the G-Dub drum kit in January, that was the first early 2000s drum kit I dropped. And people loved that. I wasn't planning on turning it into a bundle because it was the first early 2000s thing I did. And it had a sick response, so a lot of people were asking to turn it into a bundle. So there's going to be an analog lab bank, one shot, an accent kit, a loop kit, obviously the G-Dub drum kit with some new sounds in there as well. It was already a big kit with loads of live percussion recorded, but now there's going to be like drum loops and some extra stuff in there. Also a massive MIDI kit with like over 100 melodies, over 100 melody MIDIs, and the course as well. So it's quite a big bundle. I was at Carnes a couple of days ago. He showed me some new... Oh, shit. I didn't know you were there. I was literally there just a couple of days ago, too. I was there Tuesday and Wednesday. I need to make another trip down to London, though. Yeah, was it the one with... We did two. We did the one with Reeks MB. And then we've done the one with LD. It was probably that one where I'm at the end. It looks mad. Cold Season loop you downloaded last time. Oh yeah, that'll be somewhere in the downloads folder. Let me play some loops. Let's just get into it. You have to tell me if you can hear it as well. It will be loops and kits. Let me just scroll a bit up. I actually got quite a few today. When did I make the announcement? UK rap. I haven't actually made UK rap in a while. Gotta get the caffeine fix first. A little iced Americano. It's kind of hard. I could cook up some UK rap. I haven't done it in a while. Can you guys hear that? Let me make sure you can hear it. You should be able to. Do we want to use one of these? Let me just see what else we got first. This is sounding hard so far. Unusual join activity. I've just got a bunch of new people joining. It's a good thing. Drop them in the Discord if you can, please, bro. It's just a bit easier to listen to. I never know what I'm opening when I click on one of those drives. You can't hear it, yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe one of those first UK rap ones. Let's see what Owen's saying. He's always got some heat. Some Lil Baby stuff. Did you guys see that Platboy Max stream with Lil Baby? It was awkward. That's hard. These are called Owen.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Hey, it's me. I know we haven't spoken in a while and things have been weird.
This looks sick too.
Just wanted to let you know that I still think about you a lot.
I'm indecisive, man.
Do you think about me?
What do you guys want to see as well? Like, what type of beat do you want to hear? Could turn that into some sexy drill. I like these simple, like, 2-chord melodies. Maybe that one. I could make some hood trap stuff with this. Fuck it, let's just go for it. As soon as I heard it, I was thinking we could make a nice trap beat, but let's see if we can make some hood trap instead. Let me know if you can hear it inside FL. You should be able to. You can hear this, yeah? I'll sort the stems in a bit. Need that main snare. You know what? I love using. There's this one that I use a lot in this kit called the rain snare. You can hear this, yeah? This loop. It's hard, yeah, it's a crazy loop. Yeah, I had a couple ideas for like the snare. I was hearing like this, but then maybe a mix. I'd like to add a mix, so I'd have like maybe one clap, but then every now and again bring in something else to layer it with. Those end ones layered. Might be a bit too heavy. Just trying to get a little bounce going with these rolls. These are a little cheat code, man. I love using these. Kind of like Super Trap inspired, but I just use them on any type of beat just to get some bounce. was hard. Maybe save that for this time around. Fine, maybe we want a bass first. I use the spins a lot, man, so maybe we could use something different this time. Let me try and keep up with the chat as well at the same time. The name of your trap bundle. I've got two favorite ones, to be honest. My latest one is the Pyroverse bundle, which is like a mix of trap and drill. I think there's a link in the description actually. And then the other one, which is like mainly trap, that's the Sacred Trap Suite. Two of my favorite bundles, to be honest. That Planet Drill was sick. What else? The hat, which hat? On the double. Yeah, man, not every beat has to be crazy, super energetic. Sometimes it can just be a vibe. Two monitors? Oh, nah. I've got, I thought you meant like speakers. Obviously, I've got like two audio monitors, but just to look at now, just the one. Could probably do with two, to be honest. But I feel like there's just no space with my setup. Alright, let me get back to it. Which hat were you saying to replace with a Zap? Alright, let's go. Oh, could we try something different? What if we went like, just to see how it sounds? I just want to see. Sounds a bit weird instantly, that one. Trying not to use the spins, but let's start with it. Sounds off, innit? What 808 can we use, man? I'm getting bored of the spins. like it with the sub bass as well. Where's my kick gone? Where's my zap perk? Is this the one you were saying? I feel like we've got a better one than that. Meant like that type of vibe could work. Yeah, that could work. Let me try and balance the chat. Yeah, I like the vibe of this one. Log 808. They're always good to use for like the in-between notes, are they? Mr. Pew Pew. Zay as well. New Jazz. What do you mean in the stream? Or a tutorial or what? Yeah, there's a few places we could take this. This is just like a little warm-up beat. We'll get a quick idea down. I want to try to get through a few ideally. But yeah, I also want to keep up with the stream too. With the chat. What's everyone else been working on as well? Because I never know what tutorials to make. I always just make what I feel like cooking up on the day. But with drill not being as popular as it was, like what is everyone cooking up? Alright, let's get back to it. I feel like I had these bass notes like the wrong way around. That's definitely off. That might be it. Let's get this section just sorted with the bass and then we'll arrange it. Spins is just goated, innit, man? I always try and use different ones, but I feel like just nothing beats the spins for the main 808 anyway. But then, because I make so many unique ones as well, I feel like I want to use them. But all these like unique ones are pretty good to use as in between notes. So you'll have your main one knocking, and then you could either layer it with some like interesting textures from these. Or we could do something like, let's see. In fact, where's that overtone one? So I like using this one as a second one sometimes. Usually when I'm using a couple different 808s as well, I just set it to the same cut by number, and then they won't overlap. So we could do something like, let me make this part longer, just because the sub bass is in that and I can't be bothered arranging it yet. Because I'll have like one with just the spins, and then in the next section do something like this. Feeling that one. Almost there. Try a couple different ones. That's kind of hard. Too much. A lot of these are drill 808s, so they might not work. That one's sus. Detroit one always works. Maybe wrong with that. Try and arrange it a lazy way without sorting out the stems. Let's see what else we got. That could work. You guys still with me? I might check the chat in a minute. Do a beat switch. Let me just catch up. You can use Edison to find the root notes. Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes my ears just stop working, man. Especially if I've been working on stuff all day. No matter how long I've been producing, for some reason my ears just break at one point. And then I'll listen back and I'm like, shit, something's out of key. And then I just fix it quick. But yeah, obviously it's the best way to use your ears. But sometimes your brain just stops working. Especially I find when I'm in different studios. Obviously I'm not right now, but sometimes if I go into a session, it's a whole different setup and sound. It's like everything I've learned just goes to shit. It's like everything just stops working in my head. I feel like I definitely make my best stuff when I'm just at home cooking up. All right, let's see. Maybe we take this part instead. Or one of these. Yeah, there we go. Save that part though. Is that the same? Yeah. So yeah, maybe we could do this. I think that'll work for now. Alright, let's have a quick listen. We could try something else. You guys feeling this one? Yeah, maybe that sub does need to come in then. I should have just split the stems. I was just being lazy with the arrangement. I just didn't want all the other stuff straight away. Maybe I can find it quick though. Could be better. Where was that part? Like that, yeah? Thank you, bro. Yeah, I love Pyroverse. Alright, cool. I'll come back to that and finish it properly. I like it though. That loop was from Owen. Owen B. Always coming through with some heat. Harvey, what's good, man? Yeah, the next bundle is coming out at the end of this month, actually. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm announcing it properly on Tuesday. So it's a early 2000s bundle. I was saying when I dropped the G'd Up drum kit earlier this year, a lot of people were asking me to turn it into a bundle because it was just a drum kit at first, but quite a big drum kit. So I've made it even bigger, and then there'll be an Analog Lab kit, MIDI melody kit, accents and phrases, Analog Lab Bank, big loop kit, and the chorus as well. Community kit. I hear you. You mean with everyone's loops in? See what else we got too. Could make some hard shit with that. These are kind of sick. Should we not overthink it and just make some hard shit? It would just be trapped with this. This has just got to be some hard shit. Anyone know if there's a shortcut to do this? I feel like FL needs it just to drag all the notes down. I don't know if it's gonna sound right, but would be nice if that was a shortcut. I think that's too long actually. I think we just need it half. It's not bad. Who sent this loop? Let's see. J3. Don't want it to be that repetitive. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Use that for now. We could maybe use some of the rolls too. So this is one sound that I designed. Well, it's just the spins, but I layered it with some like mad texture, and it just knocks with beats like this. If we set it to, of course we have. This 808's crazy. Just needs to change the second time around because of the piano notes, I think. It's a bit trippy. But we'll just focus on this part for now. One of those like awkward ones. It's kind of like two notes, pretty quick. add from here? Maybe. Do we want a second one? Or just keep it with this one slapping? Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat as well. I'm just in the zone. Cut the drums. On what part? You mean where the piano comes in? What have I missed? I feel like the chat needs like timestamps so I know what parts I've missed. Spanish Fiesta 2000s loop. Oh, have you dropped a 2000s loop? I could get onto cooking that up. I'll show you some of the sounds from the early 2000s kit. Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. Might not need anything else than that. Just a couple of changes in the arrangement. Kick might be too much, but we'll see. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Yeah, we need to switch up the 8-weight pattern at some point. But I'm feeling the beats hard. So what other sections we got? Yeah, let's switch it up a little bit anyway. Let's see. Maybe even just the octave. It's that piano bit again. I think we just cut the drums like you said. Unless we try and match that. Doesn't have to be the exact same. You were saying like that. See if it sounds right. Drums are slapping though. You guys hearing anything else on this? Wait, what was that? Oh wait, it's Edison. My bad. Yeah, let me know if you're hearing anything else. I think it's pretty much done. Just one of those hard trap beats. Maybe add some sort of like snare roll or 808 roll in one part. Just go a bit crazy with it. Shit. We'll start with that. Need the piano bass there, I think. sounded crazy. Ooh, CTM. Yeah, CTM could be sick. On which bar? Could try it. On 25. Or you mean like switch it up completely? I think that's what you meant, right? Got it in the essentials. That could be hard. Maybe start off a bit simpler. Fat nice. Alright, like that. Sounds hard actually. Let me cut those together. What number was it? Seeing as though it's one of these crazy sounding beats, let's get some of those hat rolls in as well. I added some in the pattern, but it might be like a good way to end it. Maybe an ender one. Just try a random one. Nah, it's too much. Even that is. I might be forcing it with these rolls, but we'll see. That was not too bad. I think I'm doing too much now. Yeah, this is sounding hard. I wasn't even really thinking about what's the hook and what's the verse. Let's see. Intro. Have we used that anywhere? It's kind of like that, isn't it? So maybe we could just bring like this part here. Let's see. And then just bring that piano back, like the bass of it. Sneaky little bit. Could add some type of effect on this as well. Maybe, what about some like halftime on the hats or something? Just for something different. One last thing, just for a bit of ear candy, just some pancake. Alright, I think it's ready now. What are you guys saying? London Nights preset. Oh shit, I should have tried that. Let's have one little listen back. See how it's sounding.
J Cactus.
Maybe cut the rest of the drums here. What are you guys saying? Little transition or something would be nice. But it sounded crazy though. Drop your tag in there as well, bro, if you got it. All right, let's have a little pause. Could maybe start one more. Got a bit of time still. If you're struggling in Discord, you'd have to go to I think you've got to go to rules and info and just react to that and then verify and then select your role. And then you should see the other rooms. Let me quickly show you. So when you jump in the Discord, you'll see these sections. I can't remember if you have to do them all, but you might as well just in case. So just react to these, verify, and then select your role. So producer, rapper, whatever it is. And then you should see all the other rooms then. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I like making beats like that. They're those beats where I'm not even thinking about artists. I'm just having fun with it, just doing whatever. What's everyone else been cooking up? Fetrix. Yeah, Fetrix is gold. Need to try that London Nights preset. I don't even know if I've used that before. Barcode. Oh, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I thought I'd get them. It's these. I've got one myself too. I don't know if it's going to focus. There you go. Ancient chants into drill. Yeah, that could be cool. Was it you that told me about the placement I got? I didn't even know that I had it. I think it just went on. What channel did it go on now? But if you guys remember, I made like it was some like Russian chants, some like Russian drill video that I did a while back. That just got placed with some like smaller independent artists, but the track's kind of sick. I think it's on man, what channel? I don't think it was GRM. Went on one of those channels anyway. Press play, I think it was. Yeah, I'll go through some other samples. It's just whichever one sounded sick. Oh yeah, the 2000s loop would be good to use as well. I've just done 2 like trappish beats, so maybe something not dark this time. Let's see. Invite you to Discord, Des, right? What's invite you to Discord? Send a link to you. Yeah, feel free to send it, man. Des is a cool guy. He's a sick producer. I don't know if you just seen the Drake video that I did, but that was with his plugin. He dropped a sick plugin. This reminds me of some Eminem, Dr. Dre shit. Oh, you got drums in there as well. Yeah, that could be sick to use. Let me just see which one you meant. You said it was which one did you say to check? Was it that one? Or did you say it was a Spanish one or something? Which one did you say it was? Yeah, I've got some royalty-free samples. Got quite a few. Usually what I do with my loops is if you've paid for a loop kit, everything's royalty-free. So you can sell beats on BeatStars. You don't have to cut me in or anything. The only thing I ask for when it's a loop that's paid for is if it gets landed with a big artist, a major placement essentially, or streams over 1 million, then you just have to cut me in, which I feel like is fair. It's the same as when you sell. I know like some producers don't like that, but to me, I'm always happy to cut producers in. Like say if I buy a loop kit for $30 or whatever it is, I'm basically paying for the rights to use that melody in my production. And then if we get a major placement, why not get the other producer involved? Because then everyone can just win together. It's not like you're losing out on anything, really. It's kind of like, I think of it like leasing beats to artists, because a loop kit is what, like £30, $30 or something. If you lease a beat to an artist for $30, you'd probably be annoyed if they didn't cut you in on any publishing or anything like that, if the song started going crazy. That's why you have these things in place on BeatStars, so they can lease it to a certain amount of streams. It just works the same with loops. Be different if you were like buying a loop outright. I always see a lot of producers sort of complaining that people don't do like 100% royalty free loops, but then it's like, I don't really see the issue. I know there's like a peace of mind when it's 100% royalty free and you can just do whatever with it, but if it's only royalty free up to 1 million streams, then it takes a lot to get 1 million streams. And if you've got a song out with an artist who's with a label and it's done over 1 million streams, then it's like, why not just win together? You said they're the old ones. Let me see. Why, which other ones did you send? Oh, is it these? Hotel Party. I've used this. That's the one I used in the last one, right? We've already got that beat uploaded. Yeah, this loop was sick. Can't you remember that beat, Dorello? I used that in maybe it was one of the CCC streams. No, unless there's another one. That beat turned out sick as well. It's in the other channel. Oh shit, I'm in the Creators Club, my bad. I've just gone back to the same one I used before. Shaken, I see you, bro. Oh, this one. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah, we could make some early 2000s then. Let's do it. Switch up the vibe. I'll definitely need to do the stems with this one. Let's see if I can get this right. Guessing that's going up. I have switched the camera over now. Yeah. start. Let me get the kick in first. Don't know if I'm fully feeling that bounce. Maybe just that. We need a bass as well, don't we? Could have a live bass, or if we wanted to go like more modern, early 2000s take, We could use one of these. I think the kick's just taking too much low end. I'll fix it in a sec. You guys feeling the vibe of this one? Something different. Yeah, we're live. I'll fix the mix in the low end in a second, but just want to add. Of course, we've got to get the scratch. Fill at the end. I think it needs a bit more bounce as well. I'm just gonna find, after I find a fill, I like using this one, you know. Maybe not that one. That was kind of hard. One of those vocals could be sick as well. What did I want to add? I think I want a little bit of a perk loop, but I just want a couple bits of it. Let's just try one. bit of extra bounce in the background. That might be it. We'll just clean it up. All of those. This is the boring part, but bear with me. Where's that kick? I think we're just gonna sidechain this one because the kick has got quite a bit of bass in it. That might be too much. That sounds a lot better. Could try. Nah, I don't need it. Alright, let's do a quick arrangement. I say quick, but I always take forever. That could even be a good intro. Save that. I think when they come in, I'll cut some of the drums too. let me catch up with the chat. I've been taking a minute. Oh, the 8 weight slides. Yeah, we could try that in the second half. What's good, everyone? Slides on this. Maybe like one coming back down to the root note or something, but we'll see. The guitar. I think Dorello plays a lot of them in, but like MIDI. Use your MIDI keyboard, right? But then just play it into a guitar preset. Dorello's actually been helping me with the new bundle as well. So there's going to be loads of MIDIs and like starters like this. Efimov, yeah, that's a goated one. Right, where was I? Think I had this one mixed up. Oh no, that's alright. Just wanted to save the fills for the end. Maybe I just need to save something. Should we save the piano for this section? Just thinking. Or is it too empty? It might be alright. And then when the horns come out, or the sax, you know what I'm saying? Switches up the vibe a bit. Or is it too empty now? Let me know what you guys think. Could bring this back. Thinking that just for that bit of variation, but then where do we go from this part? Kind of want like a full 16 or 32, however you want to say it. Big drop. Better like this. All right, let's maybe introduce something new. How long do we want the verse? Because verses got shorter over time. It's like back then you'd have like a full 16. But we're working in 2025. maybe just come back to this part now. Yeah, now we can make some cuts like this. Could even get some vocals in there. Kind of feeling that. That might be it. Let's hear it. You guys can tell me if it's missing anything. KY Triple X. What does it need? You've made a lot of it, Little Files and stuff. Feeling it though. Yeah, live bass could be good. Rickenbacker. What, for the verse section maybe? Let's see. Do we want muted or normal? Try normal. What? Try it like this. Could maybe do with the pattern switching up. saying. Or just for the intro. Yeah, no cap. Too hot, man. What we're saying, I'll let you guys vote. Do we want that bass in, like just for the intro? I think no bass for the intro. I think I like it like this. Maybe just no bass there. Alright, that's gotta be done. See what the muted one sounds like. I think I prefer that. I think it's done now. I think it's just a transition, isn't it? Let me see how it sounds. I feel like it just kind of ends a bit suddenly. I think it helps. Maybe not there. Alright, yeah. That was the finishing touch, I think. But where did that happen? It's here, wasn't it? Alright. It's gotta be done now. That beat's gonna be done. Could just fade this out. Just those. Cool. I'll get that uploaded, Derillo. Those early 2000s ones. I started a boom bap type beat channel. Not even thinking anything of it, just kind of throwing some stuff on there whenever I make a boom bap beat, and then I put some early 2000s stuff on it as well. And those ones were going crazy, so I'll definitely upload that along with the other beats. I've got like 3 different type beat channels now just because I didn't want to keep adding different genres to my main channel. But I really just don't focus on type beats. KY XXX is the man for that. Matteo, what's good? So, yeah, so it's sort of an expansion from the G-Dub kit because it will have like more sounds in the G-Dub kit. There's like a whole drum loop folder with loads of perk loops, full drum loops, you know, like beat builders, and there'll be some extra shit in there as well. But then for the bundle, there'll be loads of loops. I'll show you some of the loops I've been working on actually. See if you like them. Where is it? Early 2000s. I've got so many kits now. I'm like losing them. Is it these? Nah, that was last August. Where did I save them? Here we go. So loads of new loops. A mix of like 50 Cent style, some like Arabic stuff. So a couple of those vibes. Some more like chill stuff. I really like this loop for some reason. Could easily hear like 50 or someone. So you kind of get the vibe. Then some more like R&B stuff. And there was a few that was already in it. So yeah, you get the idea. So loads of new loops. There's a phrase kit with there'll be guitar and vocal phrases. A big MIDI kit that has like over 100 melody starters, like chord progressions, a whole analog lab bank, a big one shot, and a accent kit, and some more stuff. So should be sick. I should have shouted you for loops as well. You make a lot of early 2000 stuff, innit? Yeah, Dre, definitely. No problem, man. Seika, is it? Yeah, it was kind of refreshing to make this kit because the last few things have been like drill and trap, so I just thought I'd switch it up for this one. But hopefully it's going to be dropping 2 weeks today. Hopefully. Scott Storch on steroids. Scott Storch is a goat, man. Have I missed anything? Yeah, that trumpet was stuck in my head as well. It's like a brass jazzy cover of Kill You by Eminem. What, the beat I just made? Where did you go? 2-month holiday. Guess you were working on that kit for a while as well, weren't you? Did you watch that Eminem documentary too? That what he's just put out? This one. Oh yeah, yeah. Thoughts on Ableton. I know it's sick, I just haven't used it. I tried it years ago, but I just always gravitated to FL because I love drum sequencing in FL. I feel like nothing beats FL when it comes to drums. That's why most drill and trap producers use FL. And then it just makes it so easy to collab with people because everyone who's making similar genres is using FL. But Ableton, like, I know it's powerful, I know it's sick. I feel like a lot of people in the EDM space use Ableton. Ableton looks sick for like working with audio as well. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do by the looks of it with like manipulating audio. Like I've seen people like dragging in perk loops and then changing the settings and making it sound weird and shit, and it looks pretty crazy. I need to do it for a video or something, but I'm so used to FL, it's like I just wouldn't switch DAWs. The only time I'd use a different DAW now is if I'm recording vocals. And for the most part, like I don't even do sessions like that, but when I do, I just record into FL because I know how to use it so much. It's not the best for vocals, but once you've set up a template and you've routed everything right, it can sort of act like Logic in a way. But Logic, I hate using Logic for beats. I was talking to Ocean and LLB about it this morning on the podcast, but man, the fact that in Logic people are still going through their normal like Mac browser to preview sounds and then dragging it into Logic. He was saying they have some system for like browsing through sounds in your kits, but it doesn't play some of the audio, and it's a bit weird like that. That should be so basic to have, like a good system to preview your sounds. But Logic is real easy for vocals. Software on the shore. Well, it's going into a Neumann MT48 interface. I don't have anything on my vocals right now, but when I make tutorials, usually I just have like a simple chain of effects. I'll have an EQ just to like tame some harsh frequencies, and then a compressor, and then another EQ just to, when I make tutorials, I actually boost the lows in my vocals. Because I'm not rapping, I don't need to save a lot of space in the low end. I'm just talking, so I don't mind boosting the low. I'll boost the highs a bit, but then also boost the lows a bit, just so there's more bass in my voice. Cause sometimes like some mics, especially cheap mics, they lack a lot of bass in your voice, but I feel like these are really good for bringing out low end in voice. There's a good sound preview area. Oh, is there? Yeah, Ocean was saying there is one, but like when he previews sounds, like some of them don't play and it's just not the best system, especially compared to FL, like our browser. Yeah, Cloudlifter. So I used to have a Cloudlifter when I just had a Focusrite, but this Neumann interface, it's got quite heavy, like quite a sick preamp built into it. So I didn't even need the Cloudlifter, so I got rid of it just because I hate having like too much shit connected. I had the Cloudlifter like taped to the bottom of my desk, and every now and again it would just fall off. I'd have to redo it. But this has been powerful enough to just, it's got a preamp in it and you can boost the gain, so it's been pretty good. But with the Shores, if you get the SM7DB, I think it is, it's already got a preamp in it, so you won't need to buy a Cloudlifter. So yeah, they do help, the Cloudlifters. I think even some of the Focusrites, though, the newer ones, they're more powerful. I remember when I first got this mic, I had one of the old Focusrites, and it was proper weak. Like I was having to put the gain up to like the maximum level, then I was getting a lot of floor noise and stuff. So I tried it with a newer Focusrite and it helped a lot. But I don't know what interface you guys are using, but I really like this Neumann, but nothing is simpler than a Focusrite. Focusrite is like the only interface that's just so plug and play. Like you don't have to do anything too crazy. It just seems to work instantly. Like this was a bit of a nightmare to set up for streaming anyway. I had to change some like mad settings in the background. Oh, is it different? Right, I thought it was just this with a preamp. Best free VST. Ooh, it depends what you're cooking up. Some of the stock ones are actually kind of sick. Like Flex is pretty good once you download some packs. One of my favorite free VSTs is when I was making a lot of orchestral stuff. I loved the BBC Orchestra plugin because that's just got all your go-tos. Like it's got strings, violins, just everything you'd need for orchestral stuff. But I really like the Spitfire piano, the Labs one. It's called Soft Piano. And then there's some other things like inside of Labs which are sick. There's like a grand piano that you can get, a choir. So maybe Labs. Yeah, MP. Maybe it is Labs. Vital. You know what? I've been sleeping on Vital. I don't even have it. I think I've used it once in a session with someone, but I've never even properly tried it. Is that the synth one that's similar to Omnisphere? Not Omnisphere, the what's it called? To Serum. Vital. Number one tip for someone to improve. Bro, it's just practice. It's literally that. I know it sounds so vague, but obviously spend time like watching tutorials, learning chord progressions. I feel like chord progressions kind of like did really help me, just learning like your go-to chord progressions and just kind of studying the patterns in music. But honestly, the best way is to just keep making beats. There's no better way than that. I'm guilty of it too, because when I first started, I'd just watch so much content, and you only really get better when you do the work yourself. So literally just cook up as many beats as you can. And then once you're in the habit of that, then obviously start looking into a little bit of music theory helps. It's like it's not necessary, but it does help. Because once you start to understand music and know like how chord progressions work, you'll hear music differently. You'll be listening to your favorite songs and then you'll be following the bass pattern, thinking, oh, this is like a 1-5 progression or a 6-5-1. You'll start to get familiar with the patterns that everyone uses. Main income, I'd say kit sales. I put most of my time and effort into kits. YouTube only pays well if you're getting like crazy views. And that was never my intention really. Like I'm not really bothered about going viral. Gotta think like music production is a niche in itself. And then especially when I was doing like drill tutorials, that's like a niche within a niche. So it's really hard to go viral when you're just making producer focused content like that. Like if you want to go viral, your videos have to cater to everyone. It can't just be like really educational. I mean, sometimes the educational stuff can rack up millions of views over time, but it's not a technique to go viral. The way I see it is, if you want to go viral, your content needs to be watchable by anyone. It can't just be producers. So think of the more entertaining channels. Like if you watch a Simon Savida video, it's music production, but it's a lot more entertaining. Same with Kyle Beats. There's stories in there. There's artists involved. And it's like I bet a lot of people that watch Kyle Beats' videos aren't even music producers. So it depends what you want. It's like with YouTube, I just wanted to stay in my niche, because when you stay in a niche, you can turn it into a business a bit more. Especially if you're selling kits. Like if you're making good quality kits and you're making good quality tutorials, then people will see the kits you're using in the videos and then will want to purchase them because they want to make similar beats. But on the flip side, if you're trying to sell kits and then your content is like maybe too entertaining where you could just have anyone watching, then it might not be producers watching your videos. It might be just people that are interested in music and just like to see the process or like to see a story. And then they're not going to convert because they're not interested in buying kits. So there's different ways of approaching it. Drumadic, thank you, man. And Bokang, appreciate that. Yeah, I've done both arms, chest, and one leg, and I feel like I'm done now. I'd like to have my other leg done, maybe my whole back, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of time to like sit in the chair and just have someone scratch your skin for like 8 hours straight. We've cooked up 3 beats, didn't we? So could probably end it in a minute. Joyner or Skepta? You know what, with that battle, I feel like they just didn't know each other well enough. There was no backstory. I feel like beef doesn't work when there's no backstory. Rap beef anyway, because there needs to be some... It's like it just came out of nowhere. It's just like Skepta called out US, Joyner put his hand up, and Joyner's sick. Like, I think Joyner is a cold rapper. He's always been one of my favorites. It's because he's so lyrical, his flow's like impeccable. And I love rappers like that who can actually rap. But Joyner didn't know much about Skepta, so a lot of the stuff, even though Joyner's tracks were sick just to listen to, like as a song, a lot of the stuff he was saying wasn't really true. Or he just didn't really know Skepta like that. And then on the flip side, like Skepta made some good songs, but he just didn't really know Joyner like that either. So I feel like it was entertaining. They made some good songs, but man, I don't know. It depends how you vote in it. I think as songs just to listen to, Joyner made better songs. But as disses, man, it's hard to say. I didn't want to be biased because I'm UK, so I could have easily just said Skepta. But I don't know. I feel like Joyner just came out with better songs. Dream rapper to collab with. Well, the artists I grew up listening to were like Nas, Eminem, 50 Cent. Like, I loved like the late 90s, early 2000s stuff, like Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang. So I'd want one of the GOATs, man. I'd want like Nas. Nas is just like the king of hip hop, in my opinion. If you look at like hip hop as a whole, like the culture, the music, everything, Nas is up there. So maybe Nas. I'd love a Nas placement. Of course, I'd love an Eminem placement. I'd love, who else? Man, there's so many. J. Cole, Kendrick, obviously. Have I got placements? Yeah, of course, man. I'd say my biggest placements, the one that meant the most to me was Giggs. I don't know if you're from the UK, but Giggs is just a legend in the UK. So I've got 2 with Giggs. One with Noisy, who's big in Albania. Skinny Flex, who's big in Spain. French the Kid. I just put one out with K-Trap as well. I've got quite a few on the way too. Some with Poser, another with K-Trap. We just put one out with Do Road yesterday. So, yeah, quite a few. There seems to be a lot coming through now anyway. Finesse the Kid as well. Laptop. So, my laptop for sessions is a MacBook Pro. But for filming everything here, I've got a gaming PC. Just because it's easy to upgrade it. Because with laptops, you might have it for like 3 to 5 years and then it starts going a bit slow, and then especially with Macs, you can't just replace parts, you have to buy a whole new thing. So with this computer, I first bought it like 10 years ago, and then over time I've just been adding new parts to it. Yeah, Pose is sick as well. It's not released yet, but the track's there, it's ready. So it should be coming out. Yeah, I need to go live more, John. I keep meaning to do it. I used to do editing myself for a long time, and then eventually it was just getting too much. I feel like when you first start, you should just try and do everything just to get used to it. So I was editing, doing my own like web design, doing my own email marketing, SMS, like everything. And then once I started making money from everything, then it's time to outsource. So the first thing I got was a video editor. So when I film, I usually spend an hour just chopping the footage down, because I might film for like 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll just chop it down to like 20 minutes. I don't do any like zooms and transitions and stuff, and then I send it to an editor who goes through it again, does the zooms, transitions, effects, things like that. Yeah, Water, that track by Giggs and Quengface, that was me. And then the same loop was used in the Noisy track, Noisy and BM, called Warning. That was gone crazy actually. That's done like, let me see. How many views has that got on YouTube now? Yeah, this is by far my biggest track then. 15 million views on the Noisy BM track. What's good, RA? Yeah, the crazy thing is with that loop, the producer that used it for the Giggs track didn't tell me until like 2 days before the music video came out. So then at that point it was too late to add my tag to the song. It was too late to add my name to the album, because when Quengface put the album cover out, on the back it had all the producer names and shit. So because nobody told me my loop was used, that's the only like rough part about putting out loop kits. People are just going to use them and not tell you. It's a bit annoying, but it's one of those. It's like on the flip side, other people do tell you, and then once you find out about it, you can solve it. That one's been the trickiest to solve. Yeah, I put free loop kits out all the time. When did I do the last one? I think the last one I did was a drill one, so I'm probably due a new one. Or was it Trap? I did the Inferno kit and then I did Revival. Let me drop the link just in case no one's got it. Usually when I put out a free loop kit, I just add it to this main page. So it's just like an access link to all of my free kits. So if you go to that, just put in your name and email, and then you'll get a Google Drive link that will just have all my free kits. Some of the stuff's quite old, so don't judge me on the old stuff, but all the new ones are in there too. BR1X. Ever since your beginning masterclass on the website, I've made some beats and got 2 songs on Spotify. Oh, that's good to hear, man. Yeah, it's good to hear everything's been helping. I hope the releases go well too. I feel like everyone should release beats on Spotify. I haven't like hacked the system or anything, but when I remember, I put some stuff on Spotify and some of them get some decent streams. I had one beat that got over 1 million streams, and without me putting any promo in or anything, it just kind of found its way into the algorithm. And then if you're putting music out yourself, you own the master recording, so you're collecting all the money generated through streaming. So with loops, it depends. Like if you've bought a loop kit, it's royalty free up until 1 million streams, or if it's a major placement like one with a record label. But I was saying it earlier, if you pay for a loop kit, it's like, yeah, you don't have to cut me in on the online beat sales like BeatStars, but it's just for major placements, which personally I think is fair, because loop kits are pretty cheap. But with the free ones, yeah, usually the free kits are more like collab kits, where it's like, yeah, we just go 50-50 on those. How can I use your loops? Do I need to resample? You can use them anyway, man. Yeah, some people like to chop them up. Some people like to just throw drums on. There's no right or wrong way. Like even in the stream, I just made 3 beats, but I just put drums on top of the loop. Sometimes I like throw them into like Serato Sample or Fruity Slicer and chop them up a bit. What do you think is better to sell for free to grow a following? It depends on what your strengths are, I'd say. In the beginning, it really helped me to put out free loop kits. And I can't lie, at that time, our loops weren't even good. But not many people were doing it. If you look back to when I first started my YouTube channel, there weren't many people putting out free drill loops at all, because drill was still so new. But putting those free loop kits out, that really helped me build up an email list. But right now, because so many people are doing it, if your loops aren't that good, it's going to be hard to get people to download them. But if you make incredible drums, it might be more enticing. I'd say everyone's audience is different. I know most of my customers come for drums, so I put a lot of work into the drums that I release. But I usually do bundles, so the loops are part of the bundles. But some people just make amazing loops, and people just go to them for loops, and they sell a lot of loop kits. So I'd say think about what your strengths are. But either one's going to be good. If it's something for free, or why not put out a free mini bundle? Like if you've got loops, drums, and MIDI, just put a free like mini stash out there. Like not a stash because you want to make your own stuff, but I mean a stash of your own stuff. So like loops, drums, MIDIs, almost like a free bundle. A free bundle would go crazy. Yeah, if someone uses a free loop, like if you release a free loop kit, I just add something in there just to make sure that people know how to add you to BeatStars. Has anyone ever stolen your beat? Yeah, loads of times, and my loops. But don't let that put you off. That's just what it is. People are always going to steal. Other people will pay. And for example, if someone steals your beat and the song starts blowing up, or you notice that it's blowing up, it's going to give you more leverage then, because they won't want the song to get taken down. So what you might have charged them before, you could end up charging them more because you know that they're going to want to keep that song up. But yeah, I think we're going to end it there. We've been like 2.5 hours. So I really want to make this just a weekly thing every Friday. Explain music theory in depth. It's going to be hard to cover right now, but maybe watch. I have a free course, where I do cover some music theory. Or watch I did a trap masterclass earlier this year where I go through some theory too. You got your stuff taken and it's on an anime. That's kind of crazy. I'd look at the show, look at the credits, and reach out to the music supervisor. You can find it on IMDb or just search it up. Find the show's music supervisor and reach out to them, because it's not normal that people would steal stuff for sync placements. I don't think anyway, because shows are pretty strict like that. So yeah, reach out to them, bro. You can definitely get that sorted. Or just reach out to a lawyer. Like, you don't have to be in an aggressive way, but just get a lawyer to reach out to them and just say that they've used the client's work. Some lawyers won't charge up front. They'll just charge like a percentage. Depends on the lawyer. Like if you reach out to someone and you don't have the budget for a lawyer, just explain the situation and they might say, all right, I'll do this for you, but I just want this percentage. How to grow your social media as a beat maker. Bro, it's literally just putting out tons of content. Think about who your customer is going to be, or who your audience is going to be. If you want to build an audience of producers, then all your content needs to be geared towards helping producers or entertaining. I feel like with content, you're either entertaining people or you're educating people. But yeah, just think about the problem that your audience has. And then all your content just needs to be geared towards solving that problem. And it's just one of those things, you just get better at it over time. So you just got to put out as much content as possible and not overthink it in the beginning. And then over time, you start to fine tune things. You might be like, you know what, I can maybe improve the lighting. Maybe I could get a better camera. Or maybe it's just working on the content itself. Thing with short form content, everything's in the hook. So like the first few seconds. If you think about when you're scrolling through social media, think about how long you give a video before you scroll on. It's probably like 2 seconds, if that. So if you're not capturing someone's attention in 2 seconds, they're just going to swipe on. So you could look at some tactics for hooks. The hook is just like the beginning of the video, how you capture someone's attention. But even just documenting your process, like if you're making beats, just give people some breakdowns. Maybe just set up the camera when you're cooking up, take some parts of that. Or if you're making fire beats, I've seen a lot of like people who post short form content just vibing out to the beats. There's a guy called Wizzer who does it really well on TikTok. You know that tag, it sounds expensive, Wizzer, something like that. He's not really showing his process. I don't even think he shows his screen. He's just like vibing out to his beat. So there's a lot of ways to do it. Yeah, bro, I've just done 3 collabs in this stream. I'll do another one either next week or the week after. I'm going to try and make it a weekly thing. So yeah, I'm going to bounce now because we've been doing it for like 2.5 hours. Lil FID. Yeah, I was just saying, Gigs, Quankface, Skinny Flex, Noisy, K-Trap, French the Kid. There's quite a few. Alright, people. Hope you have a sick weekend. Tuesday, we've got an early 2000s tutorial coming. And then the bundle should be out at the end of the month. So yeah, just keep letting me know in the comments or in Discord what tutorials you want. Because whenever it comes to the days when I'm recording, I always just go through the comments. I go through the Discord. I see what people are asking for. And then I just see, alright, if quite a few people are asking for the same thing, then it's obviously something that's in demand. So I do check the comments and check Discord. So yeah, let me know. Alright, man. I'm going to end it there. Have a good weekend, everyone. Appreciate you all for joining as well. Keep sending loops for the next stream as well, because I'll just go back to that channel in Discord and check the loops I missed.